Everybody, and today for Ninja Turtles review, we are reviewing The Revenge of the Triceratons. This is where the Triceratons have tracked down the Futuroid ship and has now surrounded the turtles, and they must find a way to get them away so they don't steal the black hole generator pieces. So this episode was a lot of fun. It kind of reminded me of like a Gremlins parody. The last episode was a turtle crossover, but this episode's like going back to getting straightforward to things. But this episode's more about Donnie. But like this episode opens with like the turtles making pizza. They're like having a good time, and they're watching the Chris Bradford show. We haven't seen them watch that in a while, and it's basically just a promotion to Chris Bradford's cereal, and they end up throwing pizza at it after making it in the food thing. And it's funny how like the turtles, like, it's weird how Mikey idolizes Chris Bradford even though they know he's one of their worst enemies in Shredder's Rogues Gallery. And to see him have his own like 80s show that kind of reminds me of like Johnny Quest, it's hilarious for some reason. Like, they just throw the pizza, like, they're making fun of it. But, that's where they are ambushed by the Triceratons. And, yeah, they really want the black hole generator piece. And it's up to the turtles to find them. Like, find and hide them, of course. I don't know why I said it like that, but mainly the episode is, like, the turtles get scattered throughout the building. But, unfortunately, the Futuroid gets taken out during the fight when the Triceratons implant, I think, like, one of them breaks into their the ship, and they try to fight them. But I think Futuroid's head gets ripped off, and he dies for, like, a few seconds. Like, his brain's still there, and Donnie is, like, this is more about Donnie's feeling doubtful about his smartness, because he feels he just isn't as smart as the Futuroid, since his technology is more advanced. And Futuroid says that he's been studying the galaxy for a long time, that his intellect could take like 2000s, and Donnie's like, I don't have the brain cells for that. He's saying how he's an idiot, but we know Donnie's not an idiot, because Raph gives him the motivation to rebuild Futuroid, to basically like how he built Metalhead. But Donnie's just like saying, I just make stuff out of junk. What could I really do? But it leads to a ambush where, like, we see, like, the Triceratons attached, like, this gremlin creature after they threw an airlock the Triceraton that got on board in their ship. But they find, like, these gremlin-looking things that are trying to take the core and, like, take the black hole pieces. And, like, they come to, like, these cocoon. We see a lot of more gross-out moments where we're just seeing, like, slime everywhere. It's quite gross, but I think what happens is Donnie is able to fix Futuroid, but his head's on, but he needs to reattach it to his body. But it's mainly just, like, a lot of scenes where they're in the dark. Mikey's, like, seeing on the TV the various shows they watch. It was cool. Like, we see, like, Space Heroes. We see the Megatron show they watch. We also see Krognar, and it's cool. But I think what they do to defeat, it's like they use Donnie rebuilds Futuroid, and he's able to take down all the gremlin looking things. And I think, but unfortunately the Triceratons use this as a distraction to steal the two black hole pieces. And even though they couldn't save it, but Futuroid gets this one moment where he literally blasts one of the creatures once he's rebuilt. He just shoots it from his, like, head. It's a cool scene. But I think the Triceratons get away, and the turtles are on their next move to find the last black hole piece before it's too late. So, yeah, this episode was not as good as the last episode, but it was definitely enjoyable. There were some intentions high in this episode, even though we got characters like the Triceratons are just begging to find the ship. Like, they're just like, it's one ship. I also do like the scene where Casey puts one of these gremlin creatures in the food thing, and they literally turn it into a pizza. Like, it's gross. Mikey would not want to eat that, or maybe he would since he's willing to eat any pizza. But yeah, we get some nice moments with Donnie, of course. But yeah, this episode's fine. I gotta be honest, most of these space episodes, like, I like how they're exploring, like, the big atmosphere of space, of, like, we're learning other galaxies in the Turtle universe. It's not just Earth, the Shredder, Krang. But yeah, most of these episodes are kind of just them trying to protect the black hole generator pieces, them trying to steal it from the black hole generator piece from, like, the Triceratons. Yeah, there's some really good episodes, and there's some episodes that are just mid for me for these space episodes, if I gotta be honest. I probably give this episode like a low 7 out of 10. I forget what the next episode is, but I can't wait to talk about it, of course, since I think there's only 2 more episodes left. I know what it is. It's the Lord of Dreg. I think this is Dreg's last episode for a while, until we don't see him later till season 5. But I think the last 2 episodes, space episodes, should be good. And then Earth's Last Stands, where they finally get to go home. But we're going way too into it already. But anyway, thanks for watching, and Turtle Power.